Okay, so now look at this figure. In this figure, these are the seminiferous tubules. Okay, the seminiferous tubule will open into vasa efferentia. These are the vasa efferentia. Okay, through retitestis. Okay, the vasa efferentia then opens into epididymis. Okay, the epididymis will run to the posterior surface of the testis and will continue as a duct which is known as vas deferens. Okay, so these sections are the seminiferous tubules. The seminiferous tubules will open into vasa efferentia. This long structures are the vasa efferentia. Okay, so the seminiferous tubule will open into vasa efferentia through retitestis. The vasa efferentia then opens into epididymis, and as we know that the epididymis will run to the posterior surface of the testis and ultimately open into vas deferens. Okay, so from both of the testes to vas deferens or deferent duct will arise, which will loop over the urinary bladder. Look, it is the urinary bladder. Okay, the vas deferens or the deferent duct arises from both the testes, will run in this direction and will loop over the urinary bladder. Okay, now these two different ducts from both the sides will unite with the seminal vesicle. Okay, now the vas deferens, or you can say the lower part, it is the lower part, so the lower part of the vas deferens or deferent duct will now unite with the seminal vesicle. Okay, and the point at which the vas deferens, the lower end of the vas deferens unite with the seminal vesicle will termed as ejaculatory duct. Okay, so the point at which these two ducts and the seminal vesicle unites is termed as ejaculatory duct. Okay, the ejaculatory duct then directly open into the urethra. Okay, this tube like structure is known as urethra. Okay, the ejaculatory duct then open into the urethra. Okay, so these two structures are known as seminal vesicle. So what is the definition, or what do we mean by seminal vesicle? The seminal vesicles are a pair of thin walled elongated lobulated sac present at the base of the urinary bladder and above the prostrate gland. Look, here is a pair of prostrate gland. Okay, so the seminal vesicle is a lobulated sac-like structure which is present just below the urinary bladder, or you can say at the base of the urinary bladder and just above the prostrate glands. Okay, and there is also a very important function of seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle produce alkaline seminal fluid. Okay, the seminal fluid form 60% of the total volume of the semen. Remember, 60% of the total volume of the semen is formed by the alkaline fluid which is secreted by this seminal vesicles. Okay, this seminal fluid which is secreted by the seminal vesicle will contain glucose and fructose. Okay, which will nourish the developing spermatozoa and which will also provide, as we know, glucose and fructose are mainly used for energy production. So for mobility of sperm, this sperm will use this glucose and fructose for its mobility, okay, for its movement. Just below the seminal vesicle there lies what? Prostrate gland. The secretion of the prostrate gland is termed as prostatic fluid, okay, which gives a characteristic smell to the semen, okay. This prostrate gland discharge its secretion, that is the prostatic fluid, directly into the urethra, okay. The prostatic fluid imparts the mobility of the sperm and it is alkaline in nature, as a result of which it neutralizes. This prostatic fluid will neutralizes the acidity of the urethra and female reproductive system, okay. Since the female reproductive system remains slightly acidic in nature, so the alkalinity of the prostatic fluid will neutralizes the acidity of the female reproductive tract as well as the acidity of the urethra also, okay. Now below this prostrate gland there lies Cowper's gland, okay. It is also known as bulbourethral gland or Cowper's gland, okay. So there is a pair of Cowper gland, okay. So the Cowper gland lie on either side of the urethra, okay, and a single duct from this bulbourethral gland will open into the urethra, okay. From this bulbourethral gland duct arises and this duct will open into the urethra, okay, and the secretion of this bulbourethral gland or Cowper's gland will transported into the urethra by the ducts, okay. So the secretion of this bulbourethral gland is alkaline in nature, just like the prostrate gland secretion, and it has lubricating action and it has also acidity or acid neutralizing function, okay. The secretion of the bulbourethral gland also neutralizes the acidity of the female reproductive tract and it also have lubricating function, okay. It will lubricate the sperms, okay. So the bulbourethral glands have ducts. The duct will open into this urethra and through this duct the bulbourethral gland discharge their secretion, that is their alkaline secretion, which have acid neutralizing function as well as lubricating function, into the urethra, okay. And this whole part, this broad whole part is known as penis, okay, and this part is also called external genitalia, okay. It will help in the process of copulation, okay. So the sperms are produced here in the seminiferous tubule. The sperms are transferred from seminiferous tubule up to the sperms are transferred. Look, the sperms are transferred through the accessory ducts like retitestes, vasa efferentia, epididymis, and ultimately through the vas deferens, and ultimately the sperms will mixed up with the secretion of the seminal vesicles, okay. Then the sperm will mixed up with the secretion of prostatic gland. Then the sperm will ultimately discharge into the urethra, okay. After that the bulbourethral gland also discharges its secretion into the urethra and ultimately the sperm will become mixed up with all these three type of secretion. First it will mixed up with the secretion from the seminal vesicle, then the prostatic fluid, and then the secretion from the bulbourethral gland. So sperm together with all these three kind of secretion together termed as semen. Okay, so this, the secretion of seminal vesicle, the secretion of prostate gland, and the secretion of bulbourethral gland are together termed as semen. Okay, so the semen and sperm together discharge from the penis during copulation, and after also during copulation, this semen along with the sperm will enter into the female reproductive tract through penis. Okay, so we have completed the whole male reproductive system. At first we have discussed about the primary and secondary male sex organs. Okay, and in the previous class we have talked about that the TS of testis or the altar structure of testis, and today we will discuss about our secondary male sex organs, which involves the accessory ducts. There are 4 types of accessory ducts: retitestis, then vasa efferentia, then epididymis and vas deferens. Then the types of gland, okay, like the prostate gland, bulbourethral gland. Okay, then we have talked about this external genitalia, okay, which is also known as penis, and it will transfer sperm along with semen inside the female reproductive tract. Okay, so